What do you advise? What? Huh?
What do you advise for young persons who have not reached the age of adulthood, such as getting a job, being married, etc., to do to prepare for arrival of Mahdi?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Adulthood is not about getting a job or being married, by the way, huh? There's wrong understanding already. This is what the world is teaching. You're a man when you get a job and you get married. So many people get job and they get married. They don't become a man. Anyway, so you're saying they have not reached to that. Let's say they don't have a job and they're not married. What can they do? Preparing for Mahdi alayhi salam has nothing to do with getting a job or getting married. Now, so many times I cannot answer questions because the questions, they don't make sense. I have to take and tear apart the questions, and then I have to piece together something that looks like something, and then to address it. So you're a young person. How do you get ready for Mahdi alayhi salam? Very easy. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. You're going to obey Allah, you're going to obey His Prophet, and you're going to obey those ones who are given authority over you. Obey Allah, obey your Prophet, and obey your rightly guided leaders. Those ones are given authority. Who is that? That is your Shaykh. If you have a Shaykh, then follow him. How you get ready? Listen to his sohbet. Put his sohbet as much as you can. Put that priority. Then we are preparing, inshallah. What are our sohbets? All our sohbets are about preparation for Mahdi alayhi salam. But we cannot prepare for Mahdi alayhi salam without understanding his enemy. Because Mahdi alayhi salam is going to fight his enemy. Who is his enemy? Dajjal. You cannot understand or talk about Mahdi alayhi salam if you don't talk about Dajjal. Dajjal is not just one person, he is a whole system. He is this world now, world of confusion. Learning how to live in this world and to keep our faith, the faith that is like a burning coal in our hands, not to drop it. If it burns in one hand, to pass it to another, burns in another, pass it to another. By listening to the sohbets of our Shaykh, this is what we are trying to do. You're in preparation, not to worry. But put that one, your priority, inshallah. It'll be okay. These are very confusing times. Black is white and white is black. This is what Dajjal is going to say. Paradise, it is Jahannam. And Jahannam, it is paradise. This is what Dajjal is going to do. So learn to understand and to obey that one. That when he says, for example, if this is black, if he says this is white, you're going to say this is white. But you're going to see that this is black. Whole world is going to see. But you learn because you're going to see it through his eyes. Fatiha. Astaghfirullah azim wa atubu ilayh. You have dessert? Yes. Anything else? No, feels. Okay. Yes, what do you say?
Said that during when the Prophet was given sober, they're sitting down so still that even birds can land on them. Birds can land on them because they're sitting so still focused. When we try, myself I try to sit also, but sometimes the legs they start to go to sleep or the shaitan starts attacking from different directions. How to fight that? Because it's not easy. to do that.
Is what?
It's not easy to do that.
Say that again?
It's not easy.
It's not easy to that. Oh! Welcome to Jihadul Akbar. You see how weak we are? We cannot even tell our bodies, sit still for 20 minutes maybe, and don't move. You see how much of a tyrant our body is over us? But we can sit for hours, not moving, watching television. Correct? Or sleeping like a dead person, not moving. Or doing anything that our ego likes. Oh, our body is so obedient. But just to sit for a short while and to have full control to say, I want to move. No, don't move. I must do something. That's why so many times people who are like that, there's something that is touching. You have to know. It cannot be in ghaflat. Where there is ghaflat, shaitan enters. Because you are in a station of forgetfulness. You forget. Because ghaflat, it is the opposite of zikr. You understand? To remember. Ghaflat, it is to forget. You're heedless. So, it was a good question. We should start. Before this, I was washing you up in the private sohbet. What am I asking you? Mystical things. What am I asking you? Whole days, nights, weeks, months to enter into seclusion and to make zikr and to do this and to... No, only for a short while you're making a zikr that you are free to move and do other things. To pay attention. First, you're going to pay attention. This is not important. Who is saying it's not important? Your ego is saying it's not important. If it's not important, why is it in 4 mazhabs that you cannot move when you're praying? And if you start moving 3 times continuously, your prayer, it is batil. It is cancelled. Oh, there is discipline. Oh, when it comes to talking so much, so many talks. Taking from here, taking from there. Because this is high level talk I like. Who just speaks like this, I don't like. This is high level talk. This other sheikh like there, I like it. We have to be hashtartam. We have to be conscious of our breath, conscious of time, conscious of this. Principles in Nakshibendi order. You're not even conscious of yourself sitting for 5 minutes to know where every toe is, where every finger is. Your breath is going, is entering, where is it going? We don't want to talk about that. That is not meditation too, that you're going to sit down and start like this, like some people. Listening to Sohbat. What is that? Be normal. Which means you're in a habit of always moving like this. Or some people, they move. Stop, because it's not sunnat. Right? You're going to, I can't stop. Oh, you know what? You stepping in your ego like that, small action, nobody sees it. It is more valuable in the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than you staying up whole night and worshipping. So you're going to try. Of course, we say sit comfortable. Of course, we're going to say sit comfortable. You are going to sit comfortable. But it doesn't mean now you're going to sit there and you're going to stretch your legs. Correct. Just as I was just saying, Shaykh Maulana says, I'm nothing. I'm no one. Shaykh Efendi also says, I'm nothing. I'm no one. Then later, people who don't like them say, who is he? He's no one, he's nothing. He even says he's nothing. What kind of empty head is that? So now you become a little bit more aware of the tyranny of your body, and you just try to train it. You're going to say no. Whole day long. Are you moving around? I'm letting you move as you like. Now, just for this time, keep still and you're just going to focus on that. Later you can move around as much as you want. You're not training yourself, little bit. You're all not, huh? I'm seeing you. For the zikr and for the sohbah, not training yourself a little bit. And we're not speaking for hours, and we're not telling you to do it. How many times have I spoken about this? Rarely. It is enough. We're not training ourselves. We're going to be in very, very big trouble when we're down in that grave. Because we can feel everything, but we cannot move. What are we going to do then? We can feel everything. Just as right now you're feeling that you've cramped, there is an itch, you're tired, you feel everything when you pass from this world. As Holy Prophet ﷺ, he says, don't wash your dead bodies, those ones who have passed, with water that is too hot or too cold, because they feel it. Oh, so much talk. Die before you die. You cannot even sit for 5 minutes without even 5 minutes having full control, not to let yourself to move any way that you want. How are you going to die? Are you going to die before you die? Well, it's such a long way to go. They are not looking at us to do big things. They're looking at us to do small things that are sincere, that we're trying. Understand? May Allah forgive me. But don't compare yourself to Sahabi-Kiram. Please, don't say I'm going to be just like that. There are certain times you have to be like that, certain times that you have to move, of course. Now, because I'm saying this, everyone is going to be like a robot now. Of course. Stuff. And you'll know when the air changes. If you're keeping connection, you will know time when it's just speaking casually, time, the air is going to change. Because there are other ones that are coming. Of course it's going to change. Then if you are paying attention to your Sheikh, you know something else is taking over, and because you're connected, something else will take you over. You are not going to be by yourself in illusion and delusion. Just as like the zikr, you're going to follow. Wa min Allah tawfiq Fatiha. This much is enough, inshallah Rahman. Don't sleep.